So before I commence my fasted cardio now, I'm suggested to take a scoop of protein beforehand. If you've watched my last video, you would have seen that I lost 4 pounds in a week. That's a lot of weight, and I think a lot of that was actually muscle mass itself due to the amount of fasted cardio I was doing. So what we're now doing is, because obviously when you're in a fasted state your insulin levels are very low, this just literally suppresses it just to keep it obviously very neutral, so I can do my fasted cardio and it'll bite into my body fat opposed to my muscle mass and keep me in a catabolic state. So I'm going to take this, going to do my fasted cardio, and then the next supplements I take is with my breakfast, which I'll talk to you about that. Let's go. So with my breakfast I like to take 2 tablets. First tablet is vitamin C. I take 500, obviously these are 1000mg capsules, so I split them in half. I take 500 in the morning, 500 in the afternoon, just to help with obviously my immune system, as it's running quite low at the moment. And the second one I like to take is vitamin B. This is a complex, so it contains vitamin B1, 6 and 12. B1 and 12 help with the function of the central nervous system. Obviously it takes a battering while you're doing prep, so anything just to help. And vitamin B6 helps with the normal function of hormones and fatigue. So this is my main consumption around training itself. I'll individually go through each supplement one by one, tell you why I take it. These 4 are always taken together. These 4 are, obviously I've got these 2 prior to training, 2 post training. I take my essential amino acids before training. I've got my protein, my cyclodextrin as well, which is an intracarb obviously. Anyone that wants to get a pre-workout, this is by far the worst one I've ever tried. Not in perspective of obviously disgusting, it is amazing. It is strong, it's sour, what's the flavour as well? Sour jelly as well. It is the most easiest drink to drink. Most pre-workouts I've had in the past, they're sour, they make you cough, they make you choke. This one's so easy to drink. Your focus is immense, it's crazy. So if you can ever get your hands on this, honestly, I recommend that completely. This one itself, Pump, this one's actually from America. It's Rocket Pop flavour. I don't know if you can all see that or not. The Rocket Pop flavour is, again, lovely. I've got this from Insight Supps, so if any of you want to get some supplements, these are an American brand. Insight Supplements sell brands which are primarily from America itself, like Redcon 1 and stuff like this. This is lovely itself, so if you can get your hands on this, honestly, try it. So laid out in this perspective, obviously you can see, so I've got my pre, my intra and my post. So obviously I've got the 400ml of water with 1 scoop of essential amino acids, which I'll take with my 2 alkalines, my cyclodextrin in 2 litres of water, and then my protein, which you can see there with 1 scoop of glycofuse with my alkaline. Obviously pre-workout will go in here as well. What I'd take, I don't know, but I'm training with George. I think we're going to mix stim and non-stim, so yeah, if I release this video, I survived. So in total there is 20 protein making amino acids, 9 of which are essential. You find 3 in BCAAs and all 9 in EAAs. BCAAs just consist of leucine, isoleucine and valine. These 3 stop muscle protein breakdown, whereas the whole 9 essential amino acids itself contribute to both stop muscle breakdown plus contributes to protein synthesis itself. People look at it and think, wow, why don't I just take EAAs because it's a lot better, but there's a lot of talk that people should take BCAAs when cutting because you're not looking to build muscle, you're just looking to maintain, because it's a maintenance phase. Because you're in a calorie deficit, you can't build muscle, so all you want to do is really maintain. So taking BCAA might be a lot better, obviously, because it just stops that muscle protein breakdown when you're working out. Obviously people then in a bulk phase would mainly take EAAs because you are obviously stopping muscle protein breakdown and obviously helping muscle protein synthesis when you're working out. Personally I just take EAA because it's not going to harm you. You're hitting your 9 essential amino acids you take the day. I take it 30 minutes prior, so it gets into my bloodstream, so by the time I actually start training, when I'm training the blood's going to the muscle, the EAAs will be essentially going to that primary position. So that's the reason why I take essential amino acids over BCAAs, but each their own, each their own. So the next supplement I'll talk about which I take is crealkaline itself, which is a creatine. A lot of people know creatine for something that all it does is just hold water within the muscle. It has a lot more benefits than that. I take 2 tablets pre-workout, 2 tablets post-workout. The reason why I take 2 tablets pre-workout is because it boosts your energy, it makes the muscles really hydrated itself, so it absorbs water into it, making it look more full. It also increases glycosynthesis, which is something that also boosts muscle growth because you've got your glycogen stores in your muscle. I then take 2 tablets post-workout. The reason why I take them, your glycogen stores are improved through the use of crealkaline. Obviously, it helps your glycogen stores get rehydrated, which obviously helps the reparation of the muscle, helps the hydration of it, prevents injury, etc, etc. So it just perfectly makes sense. It also says on the back, take 2 pre and post workout, and that's, I guess, can assume the reason why. So that's the 2 I take. The last 2 supplements I take, which you see, is this one here, which is my protein shake. So obviously protein wise, I take this, 2 scoops of this. It's got 25 grams of protein per scoop. I take 2, so that's 50. It's got low fat. I think it's got 2 grams of fat in per scoop and 1 gram of sugar in. So it's good itself. And I put 1 scoop of glycofuse in, which you've already seen, but that's primarily just for an energy source. Obviously my body uses that as an energy source when I'm training, and also post workout is 25 grams of carb, which is cyclodextrin, quickly absorbs. So I've just pulled up at George's house waiting for him to come out. Here he is. How depressing. Plain black coffee, no sugar, no milk, dirty water. What you got in there?
Light frap, and we have two sugar-free vanilla shots and almond milk.
Flavour.
Peng, mate.
Soil. Oh, if this couldn't go any worse. I spilled half my coffee down my front. Oh, man. The Georgie boy's just putting in a scoop of the non-stim pre-workout. Shock the world. Show the world. I know my supplements.
Well done, mate.
Putting a scoop of that in, and then we're going to put a scoop of stim as well. Obviously, stim and non-stim. Yeah, I did have a black coffee as well, so I'm not going to.
All of it. You're lying to everyone.
Well, I spilled half of it down myself, so just put that in there as well.
Probably the worst fun I've ever seen.
So got what? Sour jelly with, what flavour is that? Rocket Pop. Sour jelly Rocket Pop. So you having the same as well? Yeah. I'll let you do the taste test first before I do it. I told ya. Donuts, cookies. Right, session finished, chest and shoulders wrapped up. That was a great session at Atlas Gym. Got in for free, obviously, because it's bank holiday.
It gives people confidence coming to the gym. Like, fucking, people should do this more often, because it's all about, like I say, we all should fucking support each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the geezer speaking to you afterwards, helping you pose and stuff like that. Fucking, it's all, give people support. Too many people are hating, like disliking videos, disliking on people because they're doing something decent, if you know what I mean. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like we just need to support each other a little bit more, because there's a load of fucking bollocks. People out there just hate. It does me head in. I'm sorry, I had to get that out.
It's alright, my channel was PG until he spoke.
Fuck, cunt.
Nah, but basically I was in the change room doing some posing, going through with George. So obviously going through these kind of posing, I've lost about maybe even 8, 10, 12 pounds since we last spoke. went through, he was happy with what he saw. So the bloke walked in, obviously I carried on posing, and then I was talking about how my posing, sometimes my side chest, I don't know my hand placement and stuff. And all he done was took a minute and a half out of his time just to tell me to push this up, show the featherings in my chest, and push this arm against this arm, obviously just show the featherings in my delt. That little thing made such a big difference, and it's people like that who obviously I appreciate, people that want other people to succeed and obviously give them information as well. It's great. And obviously there is other people who just like snarl at lift their noses up at other people. It's like, these people don't like seeing other people succeed, and obviously at this time it's great to be surrounded by these kind of people. Obviously George, obviously the people like that in the gym. It's great to be surrounded by this people and environment, because that's what you need to thrive on, especially at these times when my motivation is at a low. Obviously my energy levels are low, I'm fatigued, I'm tired. I wake up in the morning and the first thing I look at is my cardio bike. So going into the gym and people telling me, yeah, that pose looks good, you look really good there, the condition is good, it makes it all worthwhile. Apart from someone coming in just like looking and just like sticking their nose up at you, it makes the world different. And now I'm going to go home and it's going to egg me on to keep going. So 3 weeks, let's do this.